Let's say you're writing a document, maybe you're composing an email, and you need a special character, something like pound sterling, euros, Japanese yen, maybe a nifty little checkbox. Well, I don't know about your keyboard, but my keyboard doesn't have those characters on them. That's what the character map will do for us. If you've ever used the Symbols panel in one of the Microsoft Office programs, the character map will be somewhat familiar to you. So I'm going to right-click the mouse button somewhere on the background of the Start screen, go to All Apps, scroll over, and under Windows Accessories, I'm going to start the character map. And there's two ways to start the character map. One way, of course, is to click it. And you see the character map starts up there. But let me show you another way that you can start it up. I'll just close this here for a second. And whether you're on the Start screen or the desktop, if this is something that you use very often, a nifty little keyboard shortcut for that is press Windows key R for the Run dialog box. And the last thing I typed in here was to run the calculator, so I'm just going to delete. And I'll type charmap. And you can see I had done that once before, so it was in there. I could have simply clicked it. So I'll type charmap, press enter, and now it comes up as well. So just an alternative. So what's the deal here? You can see pretty much what's on your keyboard, all the symbols, uppercase, lowercase, but you also have, let's say, superscripts, a trademark symbol. Let's take that. I'll click it. You notice it expands a little bit. How do I use it? Click Select. Now I'll click Copy. That copies it to the clipboard. I already have the Mail app open, so I'm going to switch to it. I'll just put my mouse pointer in the upper left corner of the screen and click. And if you're following along with me, you can start your Mail app. You can start any program you want, really, any program that you can type text. And maybe I want to specify that Windows is a trademark of Microsoft, so I'll type in something like Windows. And now, because I have that trademark in the clipboard, I can paste. So I'll just press Control V on the keyboard to paste. Might not go in the space that I want it, but that's okay. I can simply edit. Is a trademark of Microsoft. Something like that. Okay, let's go back to the character map. Roll the mouse the upper left corner of the screen and click. And you notice that by default it brought up Arial. On your computer it might bring up another font, but Arial is pretty much all around standard font. Let's scroll down and you see it has all kinds of different alphabets, letters with accent marks, all kinds of little punctuation. It has Cyrillic and Greek characters, and all kinds of other foreign language characters here. And you can click any one to get a bigger view of it. But where the character map is really a lot of fun is with symbols. So let me click the down arrow up here, and you see this is a list of all the fonts on my computer. Your computer, you might have another list. But let's go all the way down. This is something that just comes standard with Windows. Let's choose Wingdings. Let me just remove. I'm just going to click in there and press the backspace key to get rid of that trademark. So I've got these kind of interesting symbols. So if I want a bullet list that has maybe this kind of shadowed round bullet, I'll select it, click Select, copy to the clipboard. Now in order to use this, I can only use this character in a program that supports this Wingdings font. And the built-in Mail app and the calendar and the messaging app that come with Windows 8, they only support a very limited set of fonts. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go back to the Start screen. Just click the mouse button in the lower left corner here. Right-click, go back to All Apps, and I'm going to scroll over and I'm going to go into WordPad. I'm not going to go into WordPad in much detail, but this is just to show you. I have that little bullet thing in the clipboard, so I'm going to paste. I can press Control V, or I could click the paste button, what have you, and there it is. And now I can type something like. Now, notice when I start typing, it types in Wingdings. Why? Because it shows up there. So I might need to make sure that after I paste, I'm typing in a character set that I want. And now I can simply take this, I'll select it, copy to the clipboard, and now I can paste and use that. And I know that works simply because this is the Wingdings font that's supported. So let's go back now. Because this is not a regular built-in app, I can just click the character map there. So when you have some time, scroll through this and you can see all kinds of neat objects like the Windows logo. And if you ever need to use that, there's the Windows logo. So if you only use the Microsoft Office programs, you'll probably not have much use for the character map. But when you're using other programs that do support fonts and they're not part of Microsoft Office, you'll find the character map is very, very handy.